Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening, but all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays. You know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The Vikings after him, and they get there for a sack. The Colts pays off there as a second for a loss of 5.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mayfield looks to throw.
Smith catches left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second and a couple, Mayfield, and he's got his man on the out route. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
They start the drive with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Run.
This one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Mahomes now to throw. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys,
and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Michael Thomas from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They run again on first down. Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Vikings at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Give to Cook out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Steps away to his, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. The defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. The very first play, they give the football right back.
They ran out. I was afraid you come out the auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Got to get 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. We'll be hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Mayfield on play action.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Mayfield. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Myers on for a field goal of 31-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they send some blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they get to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovering. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Man open. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That one complete downfield to Thomas.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Michael Thomas with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, so we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now. That was his 10th carry in the ball game.
Exactly what they needed from him there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one, because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Mahomes throw complete there to Thomas. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First down, Mahomes. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got Thomas yet again complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little.
And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting an interception here. And look, they're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion.
And that's going to make it fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. It hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call. They were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Mayfield to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down. Mayfield now. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I'd like to just stay aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps running.
Has been a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mayfield off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mayfield looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try to
touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Nwonger now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this right past midfield before they stay just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick.